Guys, welcome back. Got an Acura 2007 TL. If you've watched some of my other videos, you've seen this car before. Gentleman came back to do a purge valve issue that started a year ago. I kid you not. But the valve is in, right from Honda. That's another issue. I'm not even going to get into it. While I was here, he said he had an issue with the battery going dead. He kept having to jump it. He took it upon himself to put a battery in it. It seems to be fine, but he did ask, can you check it in case there was something else that's wrong and maybe just a new battery is handling it better than the old battery, which is a smart thing to think, right? And it's very possible. The old battery may have just been borderline and wasn't handling, if there's a little draw, it wasn't handling it well and would go dead easier than a new battery, which is I think what we have. Real quick, I grabbed my little handheld. Can you see that? Focus. Threw it on there, and I have almost half an amp draw. I let it sit, wait for everything to go to sleep, and it's still there. I went and I did my simple voltmeter across the fuses. If you guys haven't seen that, I'll see if I can share a couple of links. If you go looking for it, it's you know, a lot of guys are doing it. It's a pretty nice way to do it. You take your voltmeter, you set it up, you put your voltmeter across the fuse. You should read nothing. If you don't understand the concept, it's all the videos. It's covered. The idea being that everything in this circuit will use up some part of the available. I'm going to screw this up. Everything in the circuit, along with the load, the specific load, whether it be a bulb, a horn, or whatever, is going to use up the power that's in the circuit, right? Bring it down to zero. But everything in the circuit uses up a little bit. Every piece of wire, every fuse, every switch. The idea being, if there's power flowing through the circuit and you put a voltmeter across the fuse, you should be able to see some sort of voltage drop. Very small, but it'll be there. So anyway, I won't get too deep into it because that's not what we're here for. I did it all across the fuses that I can get to. I saw nothing. Then I need to go the other way, which I hate doing this, but I had no choice with these cartridge fuses, is to pull them. I got to this one right here, and my drawer went away. Okay? That's kind of what we're up to. That's kind of when I stopped and picked up the camera, I guess. That is our... There it is right there. That's our backup accessory fuse. Number 15. 15, I went and pulled a diagram. I need a light. You guys can't see nothing. How's this for a light? Look at that thing flicker. Neat. Oi. 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 How about this one? Let's see, 42 lights. Which one works? That works a little better. Okay. Fuse 15 in the underhood fuse relay box. Fuse 15. Now we have to go and start pulling that circuit apart. And lucky us, this fuse feeds all kinds of good stuff. It goes off into the underhood fuse box and feeds these fuses 5, 8, 7. Did I say 8 again? I don't have my glasses on. What are my glasses? The glasses are underneath the diagram. Old son of a gun. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then breaks off and into more stuff. So really what we need to do is start pulling fuses and seeing which one makes the draw go away, right? Common sense. I did go underneath the underhood fuse box since I'm already there. Fuse 7 feeds the relay control module. That is our little 7.5 amp fuse. It does nothing to help with our issue, so I gave my little OK next to that one. Keep track of where I'm going. Take notes. Now we're off to fuses 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 underneath the dash. Now let's see where that goes. Alright, here's what we've done. Not to take you along for the long, boring ride, because I got to keep getting up and down every time I pull the fuse to go look at the little amp meter. Fuse number 5, I had to pull 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Lucky me, I pulled the first one. That's the one that killed it. So, I did pull 6, 7, 8, 9 just to make sure. They did nothing for our drawer. Drawer. Fuse 5. Now, shut the light. Oh, you're in the dark. Oh. Walk with me. Fuse 5. That's the one. And now, let's see. Fuse 5 right here. Click here. Fuse 5. What's it feed? Not too bad. All it feeds is the audio unit. Right there. Here's our fuse 5. Whoop, here it is, fuse 5. Feeds our stereo amplifier and audio unit. Alright, let's hope you can see this. I know it's a little tough. On the dash work is always hard to do a walkthrough with. There's a black and white connector. I'm going after the amplifier first because it's easiest to get to is in the right side kick panel. If not, I got to get to the radio behind the dash. That last fuse we pulled, number 5, feeds just these two devices. Feeds this one, feeds the radio. Right, low hanging fruit. This is the easy one. There's a black and white connector, and there's a gray connector. Oh, let me see if I can get under here with you. I had to open the door, pin the door and the button for the light, and get my drawer back to where it was supposed to be. So I need this gray connector. I want to disconnect this one right here because this is where our positive comes in. Let's see if this. Oh, come on. Oh. Nope. Oh, get my big sausage fingers in here. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, nope. I'm gonna have to get another tool. It would be easier to pull this cover off. And then try to. Come on. Come on. Let's see if I can get this off here. Come on, walk out of there. There you go. That comes off. Now. That comes off. You mean I just gotta rip it off? Let's see. Get in there. There you go. There's our gray connector, and that has our power. And I heard it go pop when I disconnected it too, which is odd because this whole car is off. So that shouldn't have done that. And the amp is warm. Just not much. A little warmer than I expected it. I would expect it because it's cold out. So, come on with me. Oh. Yeah, forgive the grunt and groaning. I'm getting old, and boy, I could use to drop a couple 100 pounds. No, definitely gotta lose some weight. All right, let's see. How'd we do? Look at that. And reflection. Focus. 0.07. I actually kind of like that. I was hoping it wasn't in the radio because if it was in the radio, I got to start questioning. This is our K-line. We have feeds from the accessory. We have illumination going out. Could there be something else backfeeding, keeping this alive? But I don't have to worry about that now. Disconnecting the amp just solved it. Simple enough. There's really nothing else coming out of that amplifier. If I come over here, just to go through this with you, forgive my shakiness. I'm doing this on the fly. I didn't plan on doing this today. I didn't even plan on doing this job today. I thought I was throwing a purge valve in this car, so this is a surprise. And it's throwing me a little behind schedule. But, view, this is going to be the amplifier. This is the plug right here. All we have in here is our positive coming in from that number 5 fuse. There's our ground. And then we just have some speaker wires. Front left, right left, rear subs. controls. That's it. I don't know if I want to check anything else. I don't know if there's anything else to check. I think this thing needs an amplifier. I think I'm done here. I'll talk to the customer. We'll start pricing stuff out, and I'll follow it up and let you know how I made out. That turned out to be a little easier than I expected. Step by step, take it slow, follow the circuit. All that go the good stuff. Common sense, right? Sometimes. I don't know. That's me talking out my butt because I found it. Otherwise I'd be going, man, I don't know what I'm doing. Which is most of the other time. I'll follow it up. I'll talk to you in a minute. Alright, well, I went a little bit further. After I stopped, I kind of looked over the diagram. I thought about it a little bit. Sometimes you walk away, you come back, right? Something pops into your head. And I noticed it's got a amp on. On the amplifier, I pulled the plug that has the power feed into it, and the drawer went away. As a goof, I plugged it back in and I pulled the other connector, and the drawer also went away. So now we still have the power feed into the amplifier, but with this plug disconnected, the drawer went away. So well, maybe the amp's being turned on by the radio. So I'm not going to do it again, but I jumped under there real quick with a meter, and it's not. This isn't on. There's no voltage here. But it still raises the question: is it possible the radio? Because for this connector, for the most part, most of this goes back to the radio. So why, when I unplug the B connector, does the drawer go away? And that's what I'm trying to figure out. My only other thought is, do I come up to the radio now, the audio unit, and start pulling that apart, which is going to be a pain in the neck because it's in the dash and it doesn't come apart easy, and try to get to my battery feed here from fuse 5. Fuse 5 was our issue, right? Do I get up there and possibly just clip that power feed to see if the drawer goes away? So I'm not quite sure what to do right here. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm staring at diagrams, and by the way, BBB Industries, which we've all heard before, has better diagrams than Identifix. Actually better diagrams than the OE. I couldn't get this flow chart from Identifix, which gives me all my, there's the audio unit, there's the A plug on the audio unit, there's the C plug on the audio unit, and this shows my connection right here between that B plug on the amplifier and the A plug on the audio unit. So simply going to the audio unit and pulling the A plug out isn't going to help me. It's the same thing. Whether I pull this connector here or this connector here, they're basically the same. These are opposite ends of the same harness. So again, I'm not sure if the radio is causing the amp to draw. So give me a minute. Let me figure this out. Let me stare at it. Have a slice of cold pizza, and I'll get back to you.